Okay, real quick, let me tell you where this whole thing started in the first place. So, coming out of COVID 2020, 2021, the stock market is just going straight up, right? Everybody feels like a genius. Exact moment, it made me really nervous. My aunts, my uncles, my friends, literally people who never bought a single stock in their life, they started coming to me bragging, perhaps all excited though, telling me that what they just bought and they bought at the top. Prices were sky high. And look, when the people who never really touched or traded a single stock in the market are all piling in at the same time, well, that's usually one of the last warning signs before it all turns out. You can read this in all the stock or trader books out there, right? And a lot of them got hurt. But here's the thing, I couldn't stop thinking about it. My aunts and uncles and friends, they're not dumb, not even close. They just had no way to know if the thing they were buying was actually worth what they paid for. And there's millions of people just like them. People who want to start investing and have no idea to even where to begin. So they guess. They buy whatever's trending. Somebody hypes up a stock in a video they see, they buy it, they grab a penny stock because it's cheap, and it really just goes nowhere. And look, it's easy to go, well, they made bad choices, right? I don't see it that way at all. I think they failed because of their tools, the tools that they were using. Because every real investing tool out there is it's built for somebody who already knows what they're doing. Nobody built the on ramp for the new person who's just starting out, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing, and the reason why I wanted to build this app, right? I didn't start, first of all, with the app. I started with this exact problem. And today I want to show you how I actually went from, finding a problem worth building before even writing a single line of code or even before writing a single prompt in the AI. Real quick on who I am, because it kind of matters for how to watch this and the rest of the series in this channel. I'm a product manager, spent years shipping software at a couple of, let's say, um, public known companies that you've heard of before. Um, I'm not an engineer. I don't write code at all. What I do is the product side. Figure out the problem, decide what we're building and what we're not, and the why. Make the calls and test that thing until it's actually honest. And the fun part on this channel, my whole engineering team, well, let's just say my QA, my DevOps, that's all AI. One PM, which is me, plus AI, running the entire product lifecycle. And I'm doing this whole thing out in the open. Right? Every decision, every dead end, every bug that we run into, I'm doing it here, and I will be recording them. And real quick, here's the disclaimer that you will be hearing in all of the videos, and it lives again in every episode, and it never moves. This is an educational tool only. It is not financial advice. I'm just a guy building a tool. I'm not your advisor. I'm never going to tell you what to buy or sell. The app we're building here is just to help you or people understand what a company might be worth and how to think about it. And then you decide. Your call, always. All right? All right, let's keep going. So our first stage in the product life cycle is discovery. If you never worked in products, this is the part nobody ever shows you. Everybody films the building, right? The fun coding part. Almost nobody shows the thinking that happens before any of that. And honestly, that's a mistake because it's where products actually live or die. There's basically one rule in discovery: fall in love with the problem, not the solution. Again, fall in love with the problem, not the solution. It's so easy to go, oh, I'm going to build an AI stock app and skip the only question that actually matters. Is this a problem that actually hurts people? Or is it even worth my time building it? So the way I stress test is with these three questions. One, is the pain real? And do a lot of people have it? Two, are the tools that already exist actually helping those people today? And three, is there a group everybody's just ignoring? Somebody I could actually serve that the big players won't. Hang on to that third one because that's literally where this whole product came from, right? Let me show you the problem I found. So here's the pain, and it's personal for me because I'm an investor myself. Think about who actually wants to start investing right now. Just regular people, somebody who finally, let's say, saved up a little money and goes, I should probably do something with this money instead of being or just sitting there in the bank. And that's the right instinct, right? Yeah. But then they hit the wall. Like, where do I even start? What do I buy? How do I know if a company's um, good investment or a total trap? And when there's no answer to that, here's what actually happens. And I've seen it and watched people do this a lot. They buy whatever's trending. They follow a tip from some loud guy online or random guy online. They buy a penny stock because 5 cents feels cheap, not realizing cheap and actually worth it are two completely different things. And they're not gambling because they want to. They're guessing because nobody gave them a better option. And why is there no better option? Because the second the beginner goes looking for a real tool, they hit two walls again. Wall one, price. The series tools are built for professionals and price like it, right? $20, $30, $50, or even over $100 per month. That's a lot when you're just testing the waters as a uh, beginning investor. Wall two, they built for people who already have an edge. They just assume you already know the lingo. You know how to read the numbers. You know what a fair price even looks like. If you're a pro, great. You've covered it 10 times over and over. But if you're a beginner, even one of those tools basically goes, yeah, this isn't for me, right? So now you got this huge group of people motivated, ready to invest, and completely unserved. And that's not some tiny niche. That's most of the people who ever try to get started with investing or trading. And that right there is the problem we're building for. Give a regular person a way to actually see if a company is worth their money in plain English so they can stop guessing and start making their own calls. Now, an idea is not real until you go check who's already out there. So, did the boring PM work? I mapped out all of those competitors first. What they do, what they're for, what they charge, and I want you to listen for one thing as I go down the list. Who is each of these actually built for, right? Top of the list, first is Morningstar, 100 years of trust, real analysts, like 45 bucks starting a month. Who is it for? Serious investors and financial advisors, not a beginner. Then the big charting platform everybody knows, amazing charts, huge community, but it's a total fire hose aimed at active traders. A first time a first timer opens it up and just drowns. Then the crowd analyst sites, walls and walls of articles and hot takes. Who does great there? People who already know to tell which take is actually right. A beginner just gets 12 opinions that all contradict with each other. Another one, Simple Wall Street. Then the ones closest to this, right? What we're doing here, what I'm doing, Simple Wall Street is gorgeous, like $10 a month price wise, and honestly, the most beginner friendly of the bunch. But it still hands you the pretty little graphic and kind of assumes you know what to do with it, what you're doing, right? Another one is Guru Focus, 20 years of deep data, starting at 40 plus a month, $40 per month, built for the hardcore value guys, right? Super powerful and completely overwhelming if you're just starting out as an investor. And here's what I kept writing down over and over and over, tool after tool, for somebody who already knows. Every single one is built for a person who already has an edge, who already knows what they're doing. Not one of them is built to just take a total beginner by the hand. That empty spot at the bottom of the list, yeah, that was my product. Okay, but if I'm gonna build for a total beginner, that comes with a responsibility. And this is where the whole promise of this channel kicks in. See, a pro can look at a number and instantly go, yeah, that's obviously wrong. A beginner can't. They're just gonna trust whatever the app tells them, what's on the screen, because they don't have that experience to doubt it. So if I'm building for the person with no edge at all, the app's got to be the thing that protects them. It's got to be honest, even when being honest is inconvenient, right? And I found out exactly how much that matters the hard way. So just getting trustworthy numbers into this thing took me 3 tries. First try, I had the AI go look the numbers up on the web. Way too slow, kept timing out after 2 minutes. Second try, I paid data provider. Free tier blocked basically every stock. Payment required. Dead end. The third try, a free Yahoo finance library that covers pretty much every ticker. That one stuck. And honestly, that whole slog is discovery too. You didn't realize how hard just get the data is until you actually try it. And then the moment that really taught me the lesson, SpaceX. I punched in the ticker, and my own app confidently goes, SpaceX is worth $1.40, $1.40, and calls it 11,000% overvalued. Now a pro would just laugh and move on, but picture the beginner that I'm building for. They actually might believe that. That's the whole risk of building for people with no edge or experience, right there in one screenshot. So I made the app catch its own mistakes when the numbers just don't add up. It just refuses. It won't give you a confident answer. It will flat out tells you that it's not sure. Instead of handing a beginner a fake number they totally trust. And that's not some marketing feature. That's just the bare minimum of building for somebody who's trusting you, right? And it only exists because I built it out in the open and let a real bug teach me. So let me just say the inside straight out, because this is the payoff of the whole discovery phase. The entire beginner side of investing is unserved. So serve them. Give a regular person with zero background, zero experience, and no edge a way to see if a company or a stock actually worth their money. In plain English, so they can quit guessing and start making their own informed calls. That's the job to be done. And check out how it decides everything downstream. Affordability. It's got to be affordable because it's for somebody just testing the waters. So it's priced like a coffee a month, not a Bloomberg terminal, right? Honest. And it's got to be honest when it's not sure, because the person using it can't catch a bad number themselves. Affordable, plain English, honest, those aren't features that I just picked. They fall right of who it's for. And just to be super clear on the guardrail, this never turns into buy the stock. It's a tool that helps a beginner understand value and think for themselves. The decision is always theirs. So that's discovery. A real common pain. Millions of people who want to invest but don't know how. A group every existing tool or app out there ignores. And one clear job to do: serve them. And notice what I haven't done yet. I haven't designed a screen, haven't written any code, haven't even prompted the AI to build anything yet. Discovery earns you the right to build. Builders, next episode, stage 2, definition. I take this serve the beginner and turn it into an actual PRD. The spec, PRD stands for product requirement definition, and I'll show you the rules. I gave the whole product so it never drifts back into being just another tool for pros. Same deal, real docs, real code, nothing faked here. If you want to get in early access when this app launches, do one thing for me. Drop a comment that says early access below, and that's it. No forms, no links yet. And please hit subscribe, because we're building this whole thing on camera, one stage at a time. And one last thing, same as the first, this is an educational tool, not a financial advice. I'm going to show you how the sausage gets made or the house gets built, the decisions, the dead ends, and the honesty. I'll see you in the next episode, our PRD.